As alarming as it may sound, the incidence of fatalities due to flesh-eating bacteria is escalating along the southeastern coastlines of the United States. This year alone, there have been reported deaths from infections caused by Vibrio vulnificus, dubbed the flesh-eating bacterium, resulting in at least 5 fatalities in Florida, 4 in Louisiana, and 1 in the Outer Banks. What accounts for this troubling trend, and should we be worried? The bacterium, which flourishes in warm coastal waters, has led to 16 reported cases in Florida, according to the state's health department. Louisiana has encountered 17 cases this year, surpassing their average from previous years. North Carolina has documented 7 cases, and Mississippi has reported 3 so far. Deaths from infections have been identified in various counties, illustrating the widespread nature of this issue across Florida's extensive coastline. From Bay County in the Panhandle to Hillsborough County, home to Tampa, further extending down to Broward County in the southeastern region and St. Johns County near Jacksonville. Vibrio vulnificus can enter the body through breaks in the skin, resulting in the rapid destruction of surrounding tissue, a critical condition commonly referred to as necrotizing fasciitis or flesh-eating disease. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, individuals can also contract this bacterium by consuming contaminated foods, particularly raw oysters. However, the exact circumstances of how people in Florida became infected remain unclear. Statistics from the CDC indicate that approximately 1 in 5 individuals infected with Vibrio vulnificus will succumb to the illness. Antarprit Jutla, an engineering professor at the University of Florida, notes that while such infections are still relatively rare, something seems awry this year. Despite the unusual rise, he observes that many factors contributing to this spike remain shrouded in uncertainty. This is certainly not typical, Jutla explains. We haven't experienced this level of cases early in the summer for quite some time. Interestingly, Jutla points out that the rate of Vibrio vulnificus infections often surges following hurricanes. For instance, Florida saw a total of 82 cases last year, with some experts believing this was intensified by a particularly active hurricane season, as floodwaters from storms can harbor the bacteria for extended periods of time. Something must have occurred this year to amplify the presence of these pathogens compared to previous years, he adds. As the current hurricane season is anticipated to be above average in intensity, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, concerns continue to grow. Jutla's research group is currently exploring the unexpectedly high levels of plankton and chlorophyll, both indicators for the Vibrio species, detected throughout Florida's Panhandle, which he labels a significant worry. What exactly is Vibrio vulnificus? Vibrio vulnificus is one species within a larger family of over 200 Vibrio bacteria, as explained by Rita Colwell, a microbiology professor emerita at the University of Maryland. While most Vibrio infections are harmless to humans and may affect other animals, they still account for around 80,000 infections each year in people, as reported by the Cleveland Clinic. The majority of these tend to manifest as gastrointestinal issues, only a fraction, ranging from 100 to 200 cases, stem from Vibrio vulnificus specifically. Other variants of Vibrio like Vibrio parahemolyticus and Vibrio alginolyticus are typically responsible for similar stomach-related ailments, while Vibrio cholerae is known for causing cholera, a severe diarrheal disease. Due to their preference for warm water, Vibrio bacteria are predominantly found along the southeastern U.S. coasts, but their presence has been confirmed on the west coast as well. Increasing ocean temperatures have allowed for a greater occurrence of cases further north, including areas like New York, Connecticut, and Maryland in recent years. Who is most at risk? Dr. Norman Beatty, an infectious disease expert at the University of Florida Health, explains that Vibrio bacteria can invade through open wounds after someone has been in salty or brackish water. He observes that most of the cases he has come across involved longer exposure to water. However, it's important to note that even a brief encounter might suffice for the bacteria to introduce itself into the body. Visible symptoms can emerge within hours of the infection, presenting as redness, swelling, and ominous bullseye blisters accompanied by pain. If the infection spreads, it has the potential to enter the bloodstream and induce sepsis, a life-threatening condition. Symptoms of sepsis may include fever, chills, and dangerously low blood pressure, according to the CDC. Individuals with liver cirrhosis, weakened immune responses, and seniors aged 65 and older are particularly vulnerable to developing these infections, Jutla warns. Fortunately, Vibrio vulnificus infections can generally be treated effectively with antibiotics. How can we prevent Vibrio infections? All right, this is an absolutely amazing so covering any wounds should be carefully spit by doctors and not sending it to an affected area of the body. A delay in presenting to healthcare is likely the primary reason why many individuals suffer from more severe outcomes than others. He explains, those who present promptly with early symptoms and receive antibiotics can generally fare well, avoiding serious complications. The rising cases of infections caused by Vibrio vulnificus pose important questions for public health and safety. What do you think is contributing to this increase? Are we adequately prepared to manage future outbreaks? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments.